up, everybody? Welcome into the Doobie Den, and tonight we have a special edition of the RevX Wrestling Review for the week of 11/21. And man, this was probably one of the most disappointing weeks that I've seen in a
Yeah,
long
I,
time.
I I was gonna say, man, I have to agree, especially SmackDown. Raw was kind of up there. I'm
Yeah,
happy with Raw and where they're at with their show,
yeah.
but SmackDown, dude, it is abysmal. It is so abysmal. But we cover a little bit of everything, so we're just gonna I'm just gonna take us straight into it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, First off, let me say there's not gonna be any stage. I put it in, there's a post at the top of the chat, but there's just no stage tonight. We're trying to get through it. To be honest, Buddha's been up a while. He needs to go to bed.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's where we're at with that. Let's see. What is first thing on the agenda here is Raw, and it opened with a replay of the Intercontinental title change. Dominic Mysterio and John Cena. John then makes his way to the ring, says his normal, hustle, loyalty, respect bullshit. Never seen 17. Um, Dom then interrupts, comes out, says he wants a rematch, but he wants it on his terms. He's not doing it there at Madison Square Garden. No, 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 no. He wants him at Survivor Series in California, in San Diego, where Dom is from. Dom will have hometown advantage for that match. And what is that? What kind of thoughts do you have about that,
Oh,
Buddha?
that makes me happy as could be because honestly and truthfully, that just tells you right there that they're going to give that title back to Dom. Now, do I see it being a clean win? No. I see Judgment Day messing around. However, in his hometown, I think this is the official passing of the torch from John Cena to Dom, is what we're going to
You
see.
know, I'm inclined to agree.
What's
I
up,
think
Benny?
John Cena is giving the rub off to Dom for sure. And I know, taken out of context, that sounds bad, but if you're a wrestling fan, you know.
Right.
So just saying. First match on the card: Judgment Day versus Cena, Sheamus, and Mysterio. Man, that was a house show setup if I ever seen it.
Oh, yeah.
The Faces took the victory in this match, as this was a showcase for them. We got a triple five knuckle shuffle, a triple 10 beats of the Ballard, and in the end, Cena hits Balor with the AA for the win. Man, I no doubt Cena's going to dominate most of these matches
Oh,
that
yeah,
he's
no
got
doubt.
left. I think he's just got two now,
Yeah.
but he's going to Dom's going to get a cheap win.
Right.
That's the only way Dom's character proceeds. And then whoever he's fighting at the end of this tournament, which we've got so much to tell you about that, um, that's going to be one hell of a match.
Right.
In the back, Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis are discussing Heyman when Heyman walks in.
Speak of
And
the
he
devil, and he may
tells them,
come.
if he, yeah, right? He looks dead at him and he said, if you think Drew McIntyre pissed you off last week, just wait till you see what I've got in the store for tonight. And honestly, I'm pretty sure we all saw it coming,
Oh, yeah, no
because it's
doubt.
another one of those things that if you're a Paul Heyman fan, like I am,
And me.
or like Buddha is,
Right.
I was going to say that for sure. You knew it was going to be.
Oh, yeah. Hands
But
down. Hands down.
uh, when he walks away, they look at the contract, and I believe it's Adam Pearce who says this is going to be fun.
Yeah.
Or it
Yeah.
might have been Nick. I'm not sure.
It was one of them.
So Kathy Kelly recaps Nikki Bella's attack from last week against Stephanie Vaquer.
I
This
don't
segment
see
was just
anything.
stupid. Vaquer is attacked by Bella before she even got to the ring. Then tells her she'll be giving her a title match because Nikki Bella said so, basically. And man, come on, can we not do a decent story for this woman? I mean, Vaquer is
I
an
just want Nikki
excellent
Bella to get
wrestler.
flattened. Is what I want.
Yeah, here.
Hmm.
I 1000% agree with that, dude. Like, Nikki Bella doesn't deserve a women's title shot. She just doesn't.
No, I don't think she does.
Um, Backstage, Asuka tries to get Bailey on her team, and Bailey kind of does that weird thing she does where her head twists and she spins around three times, and she goes, "No, man, I don't I don't know what I think about Bailey. I was hoping for good results with it, but it's not. it's not been very beneficial.
I don't think they're
You know,
going too far with it now, and I think putting her back with Lyra might have hurt her more than helped her.
maybe, maybe. Uh, but basically, Bailey walks away. So the last time is now tournament. We got Solo Sokoa versus a mystery opponent. Ladies and gentlemen, surprise, surprise, it's Dolph fucking Ziggler.
Is there?
Some of you may know him as Nick Nemeth from TNA. I'm telling you, I was excited to see
Oh, I
that.
was too.
Uh, when when that music went off, I popped. I'm not gonna lie, I popped for it. So Dolph
It was
Ziggler, it's
it
nice to
was
see him
good.
back.
It was good to see him back.
Go
I
ahead.
agree. No, it was good to see him back. I agree.
Uh, Solo having the win here is the right thing to do, though. Ziggler did not get ample time to showcase any of his skills in this match, man. And in the end, the Samoan Spike sealed the deal for the leader of the MFTs to advance. That's no surprise. I wanted to hope that Joe Hendry or somebody would actually get a single win, but this is WWE we're talking about. They're not going to discredit their own talent for another talent that doesn't work there.
I agree.
Just saying.
I agree.
Alexa Bliss goes to the ring, calls out Charlotte Flair. Whenever Asuka and all her friends come out, Asuka says something in Japanese, and Nia Jax goes, "Yeah, what she said." Jesus Christ,
Oh, she goes in
Jesus
that
Christ.
Japanese shit that nobody understands, and she's just like going nuts with it, and you're just like, sure, no, no.
The heels go and they attack, and then Rhea and Io come out to make the save, but the numbers game is too much. So then Charlotte comes out with the kendo stick and beats the shit out of everybody, making Charlotte look super strong going into a face to face with Rhea. Because let's face it, Rhea and Charlotte are the two faces of this story that are really the point of contention. I honestly think we're going to see a heel turn. So and again, it may be Charlotte, which I hope not. I like what they're doing with her character. I like that she's becoming a face.
Yeah, about Tom.
I but if it's not Charlotte, that means it's Rhea.
Yeah,
And is it time for Rhea to go back to being a heel?
no,
Maybe.
no.
I mean, it might be. What's
Mm,
she doing as a face? What's she doing?
tagging with Io. That's what they got for her right now,
I, well, you and I just may have to agree to disagree on this one.
and
But
that's
in
fair.
any case, Charlotte stood tall at the end. Then we got another last time is now vignette, which again we're going to see these over and over and over again. There was one on SmackDown as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the Intercontinental Women's Championship: Maxine Dupree versus Becky Lynch. In the shocker of the century, Maxine Dupree is your new Intercontinental Champion. The match was subpar at best, but in the end, AJ Lee came out to distract Lynch, and Maxine hits a cross body from the top to win. That's a typical play. We see that kind of spot twice a week normally,
Yeah,
so no surprise there. Match number 4 on Raw, and I guess the last match of Raw. We've still got more to cover, but is Javon Evans taking on Gunther. So in this match, Gunther chokes out Yvonne Evans, but Yvonne did put up a good fight, man. Like this was boom, boom, boom. He tried to bounce, but Gunther's Gunther,
yeah.
and
Being bouncy
he's
wasn't helping him.
Gunther is actually projected to win this whole fucking tournament.
He
So
looked good
I don't
in
know
his
how I
return.
feel.
He did look good in his
He
return.
did.
New music,
That's another
which I
thing.
don't really care for,
Mm-hmm.
but he likes the
Mm-hmm.
classical stuff. So
Yeah. Gunther was not the only person to return on this show. There were 5 returns
mm-hmm.
on this night. So obviously, when they pull out those kind of tricks, I it's going to be a high rated Raw. So
Oh, I
just
agree.
bear that in mind when we're giving our rating. Uh, we got a Maxine Dupree interview. She says this win proves all the hard work was worth it. Now she belongs here. Kathy Kelly then asks her trainer, AJ, if she is going to stick around, and she says, we'll see. And then Rhea Ripley comes out. Hello, foreshadowing. Uh, Paul Heyman and his team come out and introduces everyone, as he normally does. You know, the my name is Paul Heyman shtick. Oh, I love it. I love it. Uh, then he says this is the best team put together for War Games. I agree, horse shit. That is that Buddha wrote in the notes, horse shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm right there with you. CM Punk's music hits. Jey Uso's music hits. Cody Rhodes' music hits. The faces take control until Brock Lesnar appears. And we all know when a wild Brock Lesnar appears, the ring gets cleared.
Oh yeah.
So then they throw the credits up, and then Roman Reigns' music hits, and that fake out has been done 2 or 3 times this year,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like it's slightly overused.
I agree.
NYPD come out to separate Reigns and Lester, and Reigns ends up putting Reed and 2 cops through a barricade, and obviously, no charges are going to be pressed against the
No.
WWE superstar. So, you know, it's just shtick. But they had body cam footage on tonight's SmackDown and everything, so that was pretty cool.
Right.
This is a good build, though.
Yeah.
I have to admit, these Survivor Series matches are starting to look up. I can't wait to see the 2 War Games match. And even though the hype was awful, and we'll get to that, I'm excited for the traditional Survivor Series match.
Yeah, the SmackDown. Yeah. Yeah, that's I feel as though that should have made the card. But you already have
Let me ask.
a traditional men's and women's
Mhm.
War Games match, so Survivor Series kind of gets put on the back burner, I feel.
As far as Raw goes, we always do a number rating. Chat, welcome on your thoughts too. What did you think of Raw?
I gave this a solid 4 out of 5. Like you said, this was a way to build for Survivor Series. These matches are going to be fucking sick, man. They are turning out to be exactly what we would hope for them to be. So I have to say 4. What did you give it?
Also a 4. I and I know that sounds crazy because you and I don't always agree, nor should we. I'm
Right.
not saying we should, but this week I feel like you and I both, yeah, past couple of weeks even, you and I both been right on par with one another with this. So I don't know, man. Take us into SmackDown though, and tell us what happened tonight.
SmackDown come to us from Denver, Colorado. Bear with me, guys, if I just kind of like swig a drink. I've got a real bad like abscess tooth that's like driving me insane. So forgive me if I just have to like kind of swig real fast. Vision opened the show though. Heyman peps up the boys, and then Paul gets the mic. Says there's 4 of us, 2 of you. When Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso come out, Cody's music hits, but he doesn't show up. And then they show a camera view of the back of Drew coming out of his mobile trailer, and he had beat the shit out of him. So I really thought there for a minute that Cody wasn't going to be involved in the match for a second. Now, I thought that maybe they would, do something different, just the way they made it look. But
Yeah.
you'll find out later in the show that that's not true. But let's go ahead and open up the matches tonight. And the first match we have is the U.S. Open Challenge. Ilya Dragunov defends his title against J.D. McDonough. This is the 13th week in a row of U.S. title matches. 2 spots in this match went straight to commercial. Both looked horrendous. Lots of good spots, too, though, from Spanish Flies to Torpedo Moscows. The end saw a huge powerbomb from Dragunov into the H-bomb for the win. And, man, he's just... I think if they didn't have Sami Zayn as the champion, having Ilya be the champion, couldn't have picked a better person.
I agree, man. He's really come over and proved himself over and over and over again.
I agree. After that, we get the women's recap of Charlotte saying no, and then Alexa on Raw. We get Charlotte and Rhea in the back having a chat, and then we get a segment with Paul Heyman in the back. Match 2 is a Last Time Is Now tournament qualifying match. It's Carmelo Hayes against Bronson Reed, and I have to say that this is probably the shock of the night.
Yeah.
But before the match even starts, there was a backstage segment where Tama Tonga tells Ilya that he's coming for the title. Ciampa shows up and says he'll win the title. Dragunov calls Ciampa a jackass. And I said insert bad Daryl H.D. Ramsey like quote here. So we used to have a guy that wrestled for us back shit centuries ago now, and his name was Daryl H.D. Ramsey. Great guy. He was a twin. They were our tag team champions on numerous occasions, but he had a real bad problem running around calling everybody a jackass, and it made me think of that tonight.
Oh, Daryl HD.
Yeah.
Daryl HD.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, jackass.
So what was seen here, guys, was Carmelo being dominated by Bronson. Plus, Logan Paul interfered. Carmelo did have some momentum, though. The first tsunami was missed. Super DDT from the top, and so many 1-2-0s. Breaker goes for the spear, but the Usos intervene, and then Cody crossroads Bronson Reed on the outside to get Hayes the count-out win to allow him to progress. So again, shocker of the night for sure is Carmelo Hayes beating Big Bronson Reed. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I think Carmelo really got lucky here because Bronson Reed's in this Survivor Series match.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be real, he didn't need any more on his plate.
Right. So. And I mean, honestly, truthfully, it's the only reason they gave that to him is because of what you just said. He's in the Survivor Series match. He don't need to be in both. After all that takes place, though, Cody grabs a mic, shoots on the entire Hill team. He even tells Heyman, "You build him, I'll beat him." I thought Cody's mic work tonight was probably some of the best I've seen from him in a few months. You're topping away over there.
Yeah, I'm responding to people.
Oh, you're good. We get a Chelsea Green stupid segment. She's hiding from Julia and Kiana James. Alba tells her, they should go on as planned. Chelsea says, no, we're not going to do the celebration. It needs to be perfect. Jade comes into the picture and says that she's the best women's champion ever. Chelsea's scared to death and tucks tail and runs the other way.
I get bored with Chelsea Green, man.
Saying stupid segment is a very accurate assumption there, so can't say nothing there. Match 3 of the night was a tag team match. Fraxium fighting DIY. Before the match starts, though, we get Sami Zayn hyping his team 5v5 with MFTs next week. It is elimination. Sami is a hype man, though. Like, we talked about this during the show. Sami's not a leader. No, he's not.
No.
Like, wow.
That was horrible.
It was horrible.
This was horrible.
It was like, oh, y'all come in here and act like teenage boys and just, like, act like you're hard.
My boy's going to get you.
Yeah, right?
My boy's going to get you. What the fuck was that?
I mean, you get Shinsuke going on in freaking Chinese or whatever he's going on about, and you're just like scratching your head like, dude, fucking what? Mm-hmm.
And for a show made for an American audience, Japanese, I've got no problem with them speaking Japanese.
No, not at all.
But it should be translated. It should be translated.
Agreed. Fraxium starts off strong. This was a really crazy match. The end seen Candice yank off Axiom's mask, and it gave Gargano the opportunity just to roll him up for a pin. Barely got a glimpse of him, though, and DIY with the cheap win. We got Charlotte and Rhea in the back. Obviously pre-recorded, but where they set it up earlier. Powerful handshake. They finally agreed to team up to take on the heels. And, yeah.
It's kind of like that old Cody and Roman thing from last year.
The football field?
Yeah, exactly like that. That was the vibes I was getting. So
we get that Cena package that you were talking about earlier that we don't ever need. Match 4 was the last time is now tournament qualifier. It was Finn Balor versus Penta, and this was, I think, the final qualifier, if I remember correctly.
And also final match of the night.
Both men put in a lot right here. Crazy moves. This was probably match of the night. Mexican Destroyer for the win. Penta is on fire, man. And I feel as though the right
Yeah.
person won here. Like, Finn Balor doesn't
I
have
agree.
any reason to be in there.
Nope. None whatsoever. Could you imagine Penta versus John Cena?
Yeah, I don't see Penta getting that far. Could I see that match? That'd be very interesting. But I'm moving more. Gunther. I was going to say Sheamus, but
Gunther.
as I'm fixing to explain, we saw a bracket for the first time, and Sheamus is actually out with a shoulder injury after winning
Yep.
his qualifying
So
match on Monday.
So with that being said, since Sheamus is out, somebody has to take his place, right? Well,
Right.
whoever that person is fighting LA Knight next week.
It's probably whoever he
So
lost or he beat. Who did he beat?
no, they put question marks there. They
Did they
didn't
put
put
question?
whoever it was. Yes.
I'm going to think it's
Yes.
probably going to be like, I don't know, honestly. Maybe now we bring Joe Hendry in. Now we got
Say
Tom.
his name and he appears.
No, he don't. He's not here. I'm looking at myself. Lies. Joe Henry. Lies. Anyway, the fifth member of the Faces Women War Games team is next. All four of these women are so over. Rhea delivers a speech on trust and brings out number 5, which is AJ Lee. While AJ runs down to the ring, actually the rest of the heels attack from behind. And as AJ's coming down, Becky attacks her. Becky shakes Asuka's hand. And we have our 5-on-5 team set. So, this show was really rough tonight. A lot of mess ups, a lot of like dragging on. I about fell asleep a few times during this event. So I'm gonna say,
Same.
all in all, I'm gonna give this one a 3, man. What do you think?
3 is good. 3 is a solid number. I have to agree. The entire show was boring.
It was
It
boring.
was boring. And wrestling should never imagine paying for this show.
Right.
Imagine going and watching and paying to sit in this audience.
$100
I'd be so
seat
pissed.
for what? Like, what did you just spend $100 on?
$100, he says.
And that's like I've seen. There's people that I watch on like TikTok, stuff like that, and they show their seats. Some of them only pay $100. Now sometimes you'll see them like second, third, like let's say second through say 5th row. Sometimes you'll see them in the nosebleed section. It just really depends. However, I agree with that. You should not have to pay to watch that. That was a crap ass event. Raw was far more superior than SmackDown was this week. And
I agree.
that kind of concludes this recap for the RevX Wrestling Review. So for the week, what are you giving it? 3.5?
Yeah, I mean, again, Raw being the flagship, doing better, but there's some things to look forward to.
Right.
So I'm not entirely disappointed. Like again, the Survivor Series match on SmackDown or the Advantage match on Raw.
Yep.
Both of those are going to be really good matches.
Yeah. So we're going to get what? It's an 8-man tag on Monday, right?
No, I think it might be 8.
I think it is 8. I don't think Roman or Brock's involved. But I think the other 4 men for Heyman and the other 4 men for, I guess you're saying Punk on this one, or Cody won.
It's Punk.
It should be Team Heyman versus Team WWE is what I feel as though it should be, especially since you got both world champions on there.
Yeah.
So
How often do we do that?
Very, very, very seldomly. Usually, they're in the match, but they're on opposite sides of the ring, not the same.
Yeah.
Now, let's ask you an honest question. Actually, I got a few. Let's start off with number 1. And the guys in the chat, feel more than free to hit up that chat and let us know the answers to this as well. I feel a huge heel turn coming. Usually happens about this time of the year. So my question to you is, who is that heel turn?
Honestly, I know what I said about Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
I know what I said.
Yeah.
I would love to see Cody turn. Probably not going to happen.
No,
I, I would love to see Punk turn. Probably not going to happen.
probably not.
Um, this is a tough one, man. I honestly, I guess I'll stick with Rhea because nothing else makes sense. But there needs to be some sort of big dramatic heel turn at the end of the show.
I don't see a heel turn from the women's side. And the only thing I can see is maybe Charlotte fucking Rhea over. I think that's kind of what I see more than anything. However,
I
on the
agree.
men's side of this, I feel as though Jey Uso is going to be the one to turn on everybody.
Oh, I didn't even think
Probably
about
his
Jey
brother
Uso.
more than anything, and then have one of them do like the dramatic stare, like "What the hell did you just do?" And then they all attack and get the win and blah blah blah. And Jey Uso becomes part of Paul Heyman's vision.
Oh God. Oh God. I don't like your vision. Ew.
Give him a good opportunity. I think he could do it.
Maybe. Maybe.
Pardon me, guys.
I
I
don't know.
gotta.
That's tough.
I'll be right back.
You're you're fine. I don't know, man. Like there's just so much that very easily could bleed into this. It there's a lot of and again, chat, maybe I'm just talking to you guys here, but there's a lot of things that could happen between now and Survivor Series. So while our teams are set up, I don't know if the card is full. Like there's room for another match, maybe two. So we'll see. We'll see. I honestly do feel like that we're moving right along the path. Like this is the beginning of the road.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So what do we have? We have the men's match. We have the women's match.
Hmm.
We have the Intercontinental title match.
Hmm. That's
That's
it.
it.
That's all there is.
That's all that's been announced, and we
That's all
got
there.
1 week to go until. Uh,
There's going to be something else. At least one more match.
I hope to God there's more. Pardon me, sure. We.
ESPN is $30. WWE.
Yeah, right.
It's $30.
Not for four
Please don't
matches,
do this.
guys. Like not for
Not
four
for
matches.
three matches.
No,
Three.
there'll be more. There'll be at least a fourth, but still, yet $30 for four matches, guys. It's not worth it.
It used to be six, seven,
It used to
eight.
be 6, 7, 8 when we were kids, and it was a lot better. Yes, you're absolutely right. 6, 7, 8 matches on a card every time they came
Ooh.
around.
Every title on the line. Yeah.
Yeah,
They just don't do that no more.
they do not. Uh, but yeah, like I said, I think that actually concludes the recap for this week's WWE wrestling news. Thanks to your boys here, Revolution X, and
That's us.
anything you'd like to add?
Possibility of SmackDown going 3 hours. That's not confirmed, but we'll see. I hope not.
There is apparently a couple of new signings that have not been released to the public yet for WWE. I know that one girl, she is a cheerleader for a college that she was on the NIL program through WWE. Apparently, she has
Yeah.
transitioned over to full time training and will be making her debut within the next couple of months.
Yeah.
I cannot remember the name for the life of me. My apologies, guys. But I know I did see that, and I'm interested to see where they go with that.
Yeah.
Uh, Other than that, guys, I really think that's it for the night.
Yeah,
It was a short
really.
night, short evening. Like it's been a
Not a lot to go over.
week.
Hopefully next week will be better though, and we can bring you a bunch of content because next weekend we're supposed to have two wrestling reviews. Obviously, we'll have Monday and Friday on Friday as we normally do, as well as our predictions for the Survivor Series event itself. So, yeah, man, just be on the lookout for that, and make sure you're catching all the WWE programming you can
You're right.
because this is going to be a big week coming up.
Oh, it is. It is. But with that being said, guys, unless you've got anything else, I want to thank everybody for coming on to watch the stream tonight. We greatly appreciate it. Like we said, if you ever want to chat with us, make sure that you hit up the chat. We usually have a stage open, but we don't have that open tonight because it is such a quick show. But if you want to talk to us, you can talk directly to us in the chat. We will make sure to answer any and all questions that you have, whatever topics that may be. If you don't follow us,
Doobie Den.
exactly. If you don't follow us here, make sure that you do. We bring this to you live every Friday night and Saturdays when there's a PLE. Also, we have a YouTube channel. Actually, we have YouTube channel / podcast center, I guess is how you would say it. So if you didn't catch this live, go check it out on YouTube. And if you're driving down the road and you want a good podcast to listen to, we do have these as a podcast now. So make sure that you tune into those. With that being said, guys, I'm Buddha, that's Hat, and we are Revolution X. We thank you all for coming on to watch the stream. We will catch you on the flip side later. Peace out.
Bye, guys.